In a kingdom veiled by clouds and silence, a young princess watched the storm gather, not in the sky, but in her heart. Beside her father's bed, she whispered promises to the fading king, vowing she would save him no matter the cost. The light in her eyes dimmed, yet a quiet courage began to bloom within. Among shelves of forgotten stories, destiny waited. Between the pages of an ancient book, her trembling fingers traced a legend, a flower said to heal even dying light. Hope returned to her heart as she looked beyond the window toward the forbidden forest. She packed her courage neatly, like tools for a journey she was never meant to take. Each buckle fastened, each breath steady. A princess ready to face the wild. Before her loomed the shadow wood, whispering both warning and welcome. She stepped into the darkness, where sunlight feared to follow. The forest breathed around her, testing her every step. Beneath towering trees, she walked small but unbroken. The forest tried to make her stumble, but her will held firm. From the shadows, a voice croaked. Fate, wearing the skin of a frog.
Really?
She stared in disbelief, wondering if madness had already found
help,
her.
Please.
The frog grinned. Perhaps
You're gonna
destiny
learn
was not
so much
always
about
noble in
this.
appearance. Skepticism met mischief. Still, every journey begins with a choice. With a sigh,
Here is
she
my
accepted
offer.
the unlikely guide sent by fate. The frog leapt onto her shoulder, and together, the adventure truly began. Before them lay the swamp, dark and foul, yet the only way forward. Her tiny companion
It is the
pointed
only
onward,
way
and
forward,
she obeyed
Princess.
without question. Each step sank deep, but she refused to turn back. The swamp swallowed her fear, leaving only determination. The swamp swallowed her fear, leaving only determination.
No.
A wall of thorns
Look,
rose
over
before
there.
them, daring her to give up. Yet the frog saw a way, small, hidden, but enough for the brave. At
Ribbit!
last, they
Oh,
reached
my.
a clear stream. For a moment, the world was
Ribbit!
kind again. She laughed softly as the frog watched her struggle with grace. In that laughter, the forest seemed less cruel. The rain came suddenly, washing away her fear and pride alike. Beneath a giant leaf, they found peace in the sound of falling drops. But every calm ends, and now a river blocked their way. The frog pointed to a bridge that dared her courage.
This looks like
once
our
more.
only way across.
Her boots met the slick log, her heart drumming louder than the rain. She stumbled, but her will kept her steady. Dirt and moss covered her hands, symbols of strength, not shame. Her reflection no longer feared the wild. She had become part of it. The frog croaked in triumph as she
Ribbit!
reached the other side. And she smiled, not as
You're
a
right.
princess,
I guess
but
I
as
just
a
need a
traveler
little rest.
reborn. Together they walked beneath golden light, the forest now their friend. Each step carried the rhythm of quiet victory. At last, they found the grotto where legend breathed in silence. Darkness surrounded them, but hope glowed faintly in her eyes. There it was, the Lumina flower, shining like a promise. Between her and salvation stood a mountain of mud and fear.
Oh, no!
For a moment, her old self trembled, then vanished with her doubt. The frog's gentle touch reminded her she was never alone. She faced the climb, stronger than the curse that bound her world. Her hands sank into the earth, and she rose with every struggle. Even covered in dirt, she shone brighter than any jewel. The flower bloomed in her hands, its light forgiving everything it touched. Together, they left the forest, and behind them, darkness lost its name. She returned home not in silk and gold, but in strength and grace. Even the guards bowed, not to her crown, but to her spirit. Her footprints marked the palace floor, a trail of courage and truth. She laid the glowing petal upon her father's lips, a whisper of hope reborn. The light answered, spreading warmth where death once lingered. The king awoke, not to rule, but to thank. The frogs sat proud beside her, their promise fulfilled. In the royal garden, she planted new beginnings with her own hands. And there, beneath the sun, laughter bloomed, the kind that never fades.
Ribbit, ribbit!
Every story ends, yet every ending holds the seed of a new beginning. If this journey moved your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because more magic awaits in the next tale. Some